Under U.S. sanctions, Iran and Venezuela signed 20 to 12 months cooperation plan. Iran and Venezuela, oil manufacturers grappling with crippling U.S. sanctions, signed a 20-year cooperation plan in Tehran on Saturday, with the Islamic Republic's superb leader announcing the allies might retain to resist stress from Washington. The signing rite, carried by Iranian Country TV, was overseen by way of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and his Venezuelan counterpart Nicolas Maduro and occurred on the Saadabad Palace in North Tehran. The plan consists of cooperation in the fields of oil, petrochemicals, defense, agriculture, tourism, and subculture. It additionally includes restore of Venezuelan refineries and the export of technical and engineering services. Venezuela has shown exemplary resistance against sanctions and threats from enemies and imperialists, Iran's Raisi said. The 20-year cooperation file is testimony to the will of the two countries to develop ties. Sanctions and threats towards the Iranian kingdom over the last 40-plus years had been severe, but the Iranian state has grew to become those sanctions into an impossibility for the USA's progress, he stated. Maduro stated through an interpreter that a weekly flight from Caracas to Tehran might start on July 18. In an assembly with Maduro, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei vowed Iran could preserve to again Venezuela within the face of U.S. pressures, in line with state media. The successful revel-in of the two nations confirmed that resistance is the most effective way to address those pressures, Khamenei stated. The two international locations have such near ties and not using other U.S.A. and Iran has shown that it takes risks in times of danger and holds its pals' hands. Maduro said, "You got here to our useful resource when the state of affairs in Venezuela was very difficult and no United States changed into assisting us." Defying U.S. pressures, Iran has dispatched several cargoes of gasoline to Venezuela and helped in refinery repairs. Last month, Venezuela started out importing Iranian heavy crude, widening a change settlement signed last year to trade Iranian condensate for Venezuelan heavy crude. Maduro arrived in Tehran on Friday with a high-ranking political and financial delegation after visiting Turkey and Algeria. During the visit, Iran brought to Venezuela the second of 4 Aframax-sized oil tankers, with a capacity of 800,000 barrels, ordered from the Iranian company Sadra, Kingdom media said. Sadra has been underneath U.S. sanctions for extra than a decade over its hyperlinks to Iran's elite Revolutionary Guards. In May, Iran's state-owned National Iranian Oil Engineering and Construction Co. signed a settlement really worth approximately €110 million to repair Venezuela's smaller 146,000 barrel per day refinery.